What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another monster video. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at one of the first few monsters for the next era. And this is again a whole new rarity. They have some insane stats, which I can't wait to go over. It is just mind-blowing. So I hope you guys are excited. If you are, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Anyways, let's go on and get started. Alright guys, so take a look at this. We have Clara, Claus here, right? Which I'm going to do analysis in just a second. But take a look at the stats here. Look at these stats. So obviously it's with the new era, it's going to be a mythic. Okay. I wonder, so they will have their whole like a new category basically in the game, right? So you know how there's legendary mythics, although it says mythics there, but I think they'll still have like their whole new thing, right? Which means their stats are insane. It is insanely high. Look at this. I'm gonna go ahead and actually compare this. I have the game open. I'm gonna head over to the collective. Actually, let's go with these, like the Walking Dead monsters. For example, Rick. Okay, so we have a level 150 Rick. We're gonna compare a level 150 Rick stats with the other here, with Clara, Claus, or whatever this monster is. So take a look at the stats here. You guys probably can't see, but look, 26,624 power compared to 33,280 power for Clara, Claus. Yeah, this is insane. So it's crazy. I'm gonna say it is huge. That's just the power though. But take a look at the speed, 18,608, and if we take a look at Rix's speed, 14,288. But here is the craziest part: 405,960 life on Rick compared to 951,300. How do you guys feel about this? This is insane. So now basically, if you go ahead and give this monster just like, let's say level 4 life runes or something, just a few, you know, 2 or 3, that should bump it up, I think, to 1 million life. Maybe level 5 or 6, or maybe 7 the most, I think. Will actually definitely get it bumped up to 1 million life. Now that's just the life. Think about the speed and power as well. So sooner or later we'll see monsters around like probably 50k speed. With some level 10 speed runes, you can definitely bump it up to 50k speed, which is crazy to think about. And again, the life, can you imagine giving an all SX mutant life runes? Like, it's insane. It really is. I can't wait to see how players actually react and feel about this, because this is just crazy. This is game changing. I mean, we've seen this with Mythic era back then when they actually released Mythics originally, like the first time. Players were freaking out, and then they kind of got used to it. So I think that's what's gonna happen with these monsters. Like, lots of players are just gonna be like, what is this, you know, this and that, but then eventually they'll get used to it and you just have to deal with it basically. Anyways, let's go ahead and start our analysis, shall we? Burn Cookies, that's one of the skill names. It's a moderate fire damage while enemies applies burn and poison. Okay, so it burns, it says applies burn and applies poison to all enemies. She could have just said applies burn and poison to all enemies. I don't know why they added that applies word there again. But anyways, so you're dealing in AoE, comes with 2 tortures, not bad. You do have Shush, which is a CDA to an enemy, gives 1 extra turn to itself. We've seen that with monsters like Baroness, I believe, and a few other ones. Okay, no Xmas gifts, applies cold blood to itself, CDAs everybody, and burn to all enemies. I like that, because here's the thing with this monster. Okay, some deniers like this, what's cool is that they either have it as a trait or status caster, or even, for example, a skill like this. If they're a denier, sometimes you don't really need PER now with deniers. Back then you're like, oh, they must have PER skill. You know, what happens if you go up against a Mega Taunt, you know what I mean? With this, you have access to Cold Blood, which basically gives access to, you know, you bypassing Taunt and Mega Taunt. I was about to say Dodge area, but no, Taunt and Mega Taunt. It does say go to your room for the last skill name. So go to your room, it's a moderate nature damage to one enemy, applies baby reversion to everybody. Now I kind of wish that that skill also had the cold blood. That would be pretty cool, but overall not that bad. She's like a torturer slash, I guess, denier in a way. Mainly a denier. So it is a fire nature monster, kind of like Teddy Bomb basically. And again, insane stats because it's coming in with a new era. If you guys haven't seen my video where I basically covered all the things that are coming out with the new era. You should check that out. So it is in the female book. I think that's adventure, I believe, and also winter. The monster has immune to freeze, has immune to blind, I believe that is also, and true vision. Is that it? I think that's true vision. So we go ahead and tap on this real quick. It takes us right here where you can see basically the whole stat sheet. It is a bit blurry. I don't know why they made this blurry. Come on. Don't tell me SP is actually becoming lazy. Come on, really? Okay, so yeah, immune to blind, immune to freeze, and then true vision has started battle status caster. So dude, what is this? Come on, you can't do this to me. People can't see this. I can see it barely, but alright. Anyways, let's take a look at the relics, staff and amulet. Not bad for this monster, actually. I don't think that's that bad. That's actually good. I really wish it had an SN, but okay. Deals low nature damage to one enemy, applies poison to one enemy. I don't think anybody's really gonna run Sour Elf, but if you are, go ahead. Yell and Melt applies burn to all enemies. I don't think anybody's gonna run this either. Suspicious Box applies burn and a random torture status effect to one enemy. I don't think anybody's really gonna run this either. We do have a low nature damage to one enemy baby reversion that comes with it. It is a 1 turn cooldown and 20 damage and also 35 stamina cost. So it's up to you if you want to run that. We have already seen the burn and poison AoE, which was mentioned, the shush skill, no Xmas gifts, and go to your room. Those 4 skills have already been mentioned. And honestly, I would say those are the 4 best you can actually run for this monster. The ultimate is called Gifts and Pain, which applies fire weakness to all enemies, moderate fire damage to all enemies, and restores all cooldown to itself, and heals us up by 50%. So it's a quite interesting ultimate. Nah, not something crazy, but at the same time, not anything worse. So I would say for those of you guys that are thinking about getting this monster, I would say do it because it is one of the first few. It might be the first actually for this upcoming era. So it's always good to have your hands on these monsters, you know what I mean? So that they actually help you in the beginning of the era. Gives you like a little boost, you know what I mean? Against other players. But I like the design as well. I think the design is kind of cool. It's got that Christmas theme, you know what I mean? So let's read some of the chat here. So somebody said, my god, the life stat, the tanks are going to have 1.9 million HP. Yeah, basically, probably more. Life too much, they said. Okay. Whoa, what is this? Look at this beautiful drawing AI. Whoa, how'd you do that? But anyways, overall, what do we think about this mythic monster? I think you guys should get it in the beginning of the era so that it gives you some type of boost. You know what I mean? You have that boost. But if it's behind a paywall, obviously, you don't have to because it's your money. I don't care. But I'm just trying to let you guys know that if this monster will be available free to play, which I don't know if it will, but if it is, pick it up so you know you got something to play around with in the beginning of the era and something to use. I was about to say in the rank up dungeon, but they don't have that. They don't have rank up dungeon for the new era. But yeah, I mean, pick it up, I guess. It's an interesting mythic. I do like that cold blood there for the no Xmas gift skill, but I don't like it the fact that she doesn't have it for her final skill right there, go to your room. I think that would have been pretty sweet. And also if she could have just had cold blood instead of immune to freeze, I think that would have been really cool. But yeah guys, that's going to be pretty much it for today's Monster Legends analysis. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, let me know your thoughts on this monster. By the way, give it 3 speedruns. This monster, 3 speedruns. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.